not from the developer. Let's see the dear player. Thank you for giving me my small unusual game a chance. Like a lot of developers, I work obsessively on the computer all day, hoping that my creation will find an audience. Gothic doesn't know anything about that, right, Gothic? But mostly, I daydream about never looking at the computer screen again and running away to a distant farm so I can plant and gather. Okay. There actually was someone who left the world behind and vowed never to talk to another person again. In 1986, Christopher the King Knight, drove his car into the wilderness until it ran out of gas, abandoned it, and walked into the woods where he would stay for the next 27 years. This is a true story? He never talked to himself, and he literally spoke one word the entire time. He accidentally ran into some hikers in the 1990s and muted the word hi. I read the book about Christopher during a dark time in my life. I kind envied him in some ways. I wouldn't like to be alone. I like to have my privacy. I'm more than like a close person. I like, to do stuff by my own. I like to, to have my peace, but not be abandoned in another by myself completely. Until I read about the cold Maine winters he had to endure. The only way to survive the nights will be to wake himself up every few hours to walk around and warm up. Sometimes, on the brink of death, he will see a cloaked figure in black standing off. It was the Reaper. Can you feel the Reaper? Standing off to the side of his campsite, staring at him with a menacing smile, like this. Thank you very much for the sub, man. Where I was, and asking him to come closer. He later said that sometimes when the cold was too bitter, he would consider approaching the cloaked figure. Probably it was death, right? But he chose to ignore him and kept warming himself up, even though there weren't any people around. Christopher wasn't as alone as he thought. Maybe one day I'll explain more about how I've actually been doing the past few years and how it resulted in this game. Let me guess. You had depression, you felt alone, you felt the whole world would collapse. It was born of pure self-hatred and desperation, which makes it my most personal work yet. I'm kind of embarrassed by the things I felt and gone through, but it felt good to put those feelings into the story. I hope you enjoy the demo, and I wish you luck. I wish you luck as you face the... Okay, and I wish you luck as you face the inevitable Maine winters in your own life, even if the cloaked figure waits for you outside to your tent. Okay, so seriously, David. Okay, so
those eyes, that demonic face.
You see, he got it.
That's when it all started. It was the morning after everything went down. I didn't have anyone anymore. I got into my mom's old truck to drive back to New York, like I always do.
Okay.
But something happened that I can't explain. I saw my exit, turned on the blinker, and drove right past it. It sounds crazy, but I physically
I was supposed to go there, but
So
I choose not to do that. Not to do it. What the fuck was that in the back of the mirror? Did you see that?
Nowhere. So I drove, empty-headed and exhausted. That's when I saw it.
I'm good, man.
It felt like
good.
the only right thing to happen to me in years. Walk down that path, lock the gate, and leave everyone behind.
Are you fucking insane?
It would cost me everything I had, but I needed solitude.
Yeah.
So I bought the farm. I did lock the gate, and I did throw away the key as hard as I could.
I'm supposed to throw the key? And what happens if something bad happens here?
When was the last time that I laughed?
Bye-bye, kid. Bye-bye, my way out.
I couldn't believe I was actually doing it. I was finally ready to forget it all and be forgotten.
Just do it! Make your dreams come true!
We harvest the shadows.
You made me a promise, Garrett, in our backyard garden.
That's how I drove
probably
here.
not what you expected, but I'm gonna keep that promise.
Oh, I'm supposed to go there? What the fuck is going on? Where am I supposed to go? What am I supposed to do? Oh, nothing. Okay. Was the cutscene. Downloading. The game, yeah, it looks nice. Well, I haven't played it. We haven't played it before, right, Helena? But we saw Instant playing it, and I think then... stipulated.
All right, Garrett.
What else
Today's
stipulated
the day.
down? Get you know the.
You're gonna leave the house. Hold your
After
applause,
another one,
everyone. But where did I put
Yeah,
the
Jojo
to-do
played.
list? If I can find it in all this garbage.
Okay. To-do list. Do you want to see my to-do list, by the way? I have a to-do list. Let me see. To-do list. Slap a king. 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 That's my to-do list. Oh, I have flashlight. Okay. Things to remember. Check my to-do list every day. Don't forget to use tools. There should be some laying around the house, and I can buy more in the mail order catalog. Get to bed on time. These goods give me the creeps. Don't drop things in the trailer to sell them. 3 logs are worth a few cents, but tomatoes and chicken eggs, who can I have the chicken? Are much more valuable. Okay. My ultimate goal should be buying the rifle, but I'll work on my to-do list first for a few days and save up some cash. This is the rest of my life now, forever alone and the best way possible. However, I did send one letter after buying this place. He's the only one who has my address. I wonder when he'll get there. The letter probably, right? I assume. So I'm gonna be here by myself. What's that? My notebook. To-do list. Your to-do list is essential. Press tab to view your tasks. Tasks marked with OK are required to progress the story. Completing an optional or required task usually earns you money as well. You can view your money and important items. Okay. So.
Now, time for the greatest dopamine release possible. Cleaning your room and scratching it off your to-do list.
So, pick up trash in bedroom and throw it in the trailer. Where is Slap a King? So I bought this farm in the middle of nowhere, right? Because I feel depressed and I want to spend the rest of my life by my fucking self. Right? And this is based and inspired
Than it looks.
on a true story that we read before, right? Probably the developer was depressed as well at some point of his life, and that's why he was inspired to do this game. Because of the article that he wrote, the book that he wrote. Okay. So the trailer and the catalog are near the side of the house. Okay. Oh, so I can put money,
Man,
I can
it's
put
pretty
stuff here.
Not a soul for miles. I should have done this years ago.
Oh, I saw my
Okay,
junk.
that wasn't bad. Maybe I can get these tomatoes watered and then I'll be done.
Oh, so it's a survival horror game because I think there's gonna be weird stuff going on the night. What the fuck? I didn't die, say Panda. Say Panda, why you play the street is bad? Also say Panda, didn't forget you, I'm gonna give you a ghost hand game. Didn't forget you, man. I didn't forget you. Missed me? Yeah. So what's that? Pick up.
Looks like it's missing some pages.
Access your map by holding Q, but you will first need to visit lockout towers before it's useful. If you have found all items in a certain location, a check mark will be added to the icon. There are no in-game waypoint markers, so be sure to slow down. Okay. Close. Okay. So this is the map. Oh, okay, so this is the map. Okay. And this is the to-do list. Buy a watering can. How the fuck are we supposed to buy? Oh, I can. Oh, I I cannot. The place needs renovation. Hella, where's the house flipper? Kind of stuff. Also, I think I know the asset, right? But he's not exactly the same. He moved things around. That's good. How can I buy? What can I buy from? Can I buy from here? Buy a watering can. Watering kit unlocks water barrels in the build book. Oh, watering can, €1. I have 1.20 from my jug. So water 6 tomato plants. No, I missed. Nice. So by the way, I feel because here in Greece, our grandfather and grandmother used to live in villages,
I better get to bed.
and my grandfather and grandmother, you know,
Eternity to go.
lived in a very, very abandoned small, you know, farm house village in the, you know, in a mountain. They did have garden like this, and you know, I was watching my grandmother and my grandfather, you know, farming around and you know, taking tomatoes and you know, onions and all this kind of stuff, and eating. Also from my mother's side, in their grandmother, my grandmother, and you know, relatives from my mother's side, they did have chickens, they did have cows, they did have all of this kind of stuff. So I'm very, very aware of this all stuff. And when I was a little kid, I always loved animals, and especially I love chickens. So I'm supposed to sleep?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to sleep?
He said something.
Okay. Oh, whoa, 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 wait, hey, what is the EMF? This door? This is from the game or?
Knocking doors?
Yeah,
The knocking?
yeah, I thought it was from the game, and this second of all, this door closed by itself. Maybe it was a draft. Even though the window is closed, but you know, it's an old cabin house, an old farmhouse, so okay, maybe it's. Let's assume that it was a draft, okay? I'm supposed to sleep.